What's your background? When did you get into fitness, being your best self?
I would say
what you're doing now.
Yeah, I would say when we opened our nutrition bar. So nutrition had to 14 years ago. And that the reason was I wanted to get new results and I wanted to be able to lead by example. So I wanted to get in the best shape that I could and be that. I never wanted to be a coach that someone said, oh, you got to see my coach. She used to compete or she used to be in really
with no teeth.
Yeah, you know? So that was like super important to me. So I dug in deep, did a bodybuilding show and then fell in love with that whole process. So that was it for me.
And the nutrition store, are you doing that with your husband or?
Yeah, so my husband has recently passed away.
Okay.
But yes, we did open that together and that was awesome. So we got to work together and work out together and took him a little bit longer to get on board as far as the health side of it.
Yeah.
You know, but he followed suit and then it was really
mind
easy.
if I ask what happened with that? What
I mean, no, I don't mind. He was 50, really good shape, and he had plaque buildup. So it was mild to moderate is what we come to find out, which was not super concerning.
Yeah.
But a chunk of it broke off and then he collapsed and took him right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry
so they think possibly hereditary. There are some heart challenges in his family or previous lifestyle. So way back in the day, he had a pretty fun party lifestyle.
Like their family runs high blood cholesterol levels and stuff.
Yep.
So sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Thank you.
And do you, so at your nutrition place, are you making meal plans for people that come in or how does that work out?
Think of like a Cheers, like somebody my age would know what Cheers is. The young kids don't know, but like a healthy bar, you don't know. How old are you?
44.
Dude, you know Cheers. Come on.
Cheers, the bar where everybody knows your name.
Oh, Cheers.
We're from Rhode Island.
Yes. I got kicked out of Cheers twice.
There you
he
go.
knows what Cheers is.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what Cheers
We've
is. Sorry,
been to
I
that place plenty of
thought
times.
Cheers was like a name of like this health specific place that he knew that I have no idea about. So I automatically I'm like, I don't know that. But I got kicked out of Cheers twice.
So you know. So it's like that, right? Well, we don't have to apologize for things we don't remember the next day because we're not drinking, right?
Yeah.
But it creates that environment. Yeah. So people come and they sit and they hang out at the bar, they get to know each other and kind of like root for each other and out. So we serve healthy smoothies, waffles, energy drinks, stuff like that. And then outside of that, we do fitness. So we were, before Vince passed away, we were doing fitness every single day. Okay. So Monday through Saturday in the morning, we had a free workout. And then sometimes we'll run stairs or we'll do sprints at the track, stuff like that.
Do you work out every day?
I do.
Do you have a single break day? Or you feel like
not typically. I mean, I'll listen to my body if I need it, but my break would be maybe like a hike, like take a walk or something, take it easy.
Your break is in the afternoon.
I can't. I'm so like get up and go. It's weird with my psyche if I don't do something.
Are there routines you follow every day?
Oh, actually, this is like what I want to get into the routine of asking all our guests. When you wake up, what do you do?
My whole day?
Let's start with the morning. What do you do in the morning before you get going on your day? Supplements, exercise, stretching.
Yep.
No matter what it is, like before you get out the door, what do you like set out to do?
So I get up 3 hours before I have to be wherever I have to be. So I get up between 2 and 3 a.m. So this is a very late night for me. Yeah. But so I get up between 2 and 3. No,
we could have done this earlier.
I'm just joking. And then I get up and I go and I make my herbal tea and I have some immunity that I put in there. Yeah. And then,
Jack, what's your herbal tea?
So it's a green tea and then it's a zinc echinacea and then immunity essentials, which is like a multivitamin for the immune system.
So it's a little bit of caffeine and mostly to boost your immune system.
Yep. And so in the winter, it'll be hot. In the summer, it's cold. Yep. Yeah. So I make that, and then I turn on personal development. So usually I'll listen to different audiobooks or like audios. I have some of my favorites depending on like what space I'm in and what I feel like listening to. So that will play the whole time, the whole morning while I'm getting ready. And then I'll make my breakfast. My breakfast every day is the same thing. So I do oats and blueberries and then protein powder in my oats. And then I'll put greens, like a green powder in there.
Yeah.
And then eat that, and then I'll check my emails and get into that, and then do my social media. So I'm running my personal page, and then both of my nutrition bars, I run those pages. So if I don't get all of that done before I get to my workout, which is the 3 hours after, I just feel like the day has gotten ahead of me, you know? So then I don't have to rush, and I know that everything that I need to do was done.
Yeah. So what do you do for a workout after that? Kind of like
so I'll do something every day. There's a couple days where we do our free workout that I'll run stairs with the group. So at the complex we have some stairs, so we'll do that, get a little cardio warm up, and then it's like a body weight resistance type workout.
You just go up and down stairs?
So there's 11 different flights in our complex, so we'll go up and down each one 4 times. So it takes about 15-20 minutes depending on the person. So kind of warm us up there, and then we'll do body weight resistance or like light kettlebells and dumbbells.
Wrestling practice in high school, we used to have to pull carry our partners that were the same weight up like a good 30 stairs repeatedly, like 5 times.
Yeah, the stadium stairs. Yeah.
Stadium stairs.
I like stairs. I like stairs because I feel like it's muscle building cardio, you know?
Yeah.
It's the angle also probably gives you a benefit for your knee joint, like fluid dynamics. Yeah. Again, I can't tell you for a fact, but they're just going from what Sarah tells me, it's like the Peloton, riding a cycle and having that flexion and extension helps the fluid flow. So it probably keeps the cartilage and stuff intact.
Just like the knees over toes guy. You know how he does over flexion.
You don't want to break that down. You don't want to do it where it's breaking your cartilage down where you're going to need a knee replacement, but you do want to have everything flowing fluidly to make sure you're 80 years old and you don't need a knee replacement.
Yeah.
Well, that's the biggest thing goal. It's my posterior chain used to be so tight, and I've kind of started doing the knees over toes guy, and I bought one of the machines and doing Nordic curls every morning almost helps out quite a bit, and then doing sit-ups kind of opens up my psoas muscles on that machine because you're overextending.
I was doing making sure my pretty much backside was very well stretched, hamstring stretches where I can touch my palms to the floor. Would get out, do my pec stretches, make sure that way throughout the day I'm standing up tall or taller than I would.
Surgery just tightens up your posterior chain and then your chest.
You end up like a vulture. Yeah. Oh God, this knee isn't even dead yet and I'm still a vulture. But open it up. But I noticed when I was lifting more, I was doing all the things to get my posture straight. But what I noticed was stuff from hip flexors and my quads end up having issues because I wasn't stretching those at all. Just simple quad stretches, simple lunges, those things that you wouldn't even think about doing. I was just I guess I got to do this for balance.
You have to do it. I notice as I'm getting older, I feel young, except you get out of bed and you just don't move quite as fast. You know?
Do you measure biceps?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You should do that and then show it off when you come on to podcasts like this.
No.
If I say something and you you don't be like, dude, how wide are your biceps?
Nice. I'll have to start doing that. My IT bands, you guys, IT bands get tight?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to roll those in the mornings.
Yeah. A lot of times you got to meet Sarah. Wife's a very good PT. A lot of times where I think it's pains close to my patellofemoral joint is stemming from my IT band.
Yeah.
And there's very simple stretches and just it only took like 10 seconds to do that like twice a day.
Isn't it amazing though how many people won't take the time to do it?
I don't.
I
know what to do.
I did it for a while because I wasn't even like running your own company. I wasn't even working out. And then my way back was like, once I started peptides and GLP, I started doing resistance bands, and that's like, I do that. And that definitely got me energized and like got me more fluid and moving around without injuring myself.
For me, it was like not drinking. If I drink, I'm useless the next day. So,
well, yeah, same.
If I don't, like, I can sneak in like a 20-minute workout, and that's all it takes for most people.
Yeah.
Not to look like you.
So have you guys heard of rebound bouncing?
No.
I've seen it.
So that's another thing I do a couple of days a week. I teach a class, and now talk about the knees.
Bouncing?
So it's 80% less impact on the joints. Yeah. So like imagine the trampolines that they do, but it's in your shoes. It's like the old moon boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've like Kramer's.
So I teach that. It's so fun.
Shoes, like they look like these. They have like
they're like 3 pounds. They have springs, like shells, and then like a spring
under your shoes. You just jump.
And so we have like sweet moves that we dance, and we have like a fast beat. And my class is typically middle aged and above, like 40 to 70-year-olds. Yeah, and it's so cute to watch them out there. Yeah, but you burn like twice the amount of calories as if you were. They're called Rebound. Yeah, Rebound boots. So that's been my new thing. I love it. Yeah. It's different. It's really fun.
How's like joint wise and stuff? How's that like with the workout like that? Those things.
Oh, okay.
That for that, it's amazing.
Yeah.
80% less impact.
Yeah.
So I have a couple clients that wear knee braces. They can do that class no problem, but they can't do the other things.
What's the age range of your clients?
Right now, I would say the majority of mine are going to probably be 30 to 65.
Okay.
Yeah. 10 years ago when we opened the bar, the young ones loved me. Now I'm like getting too old for them, I think.
Does that help with like fascial release and stuff?
The bouncing? Yeah, for sure.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, they're like a little nerdy, but I love that. It doesn't bother me.
If it's helping with your health, it's all good.
And then you become that like nerdy bouncy girl, and then people expect it, so it's fine.
How about stability wise? Like
they're good. So as long as you keep your body centered, and don't do any crazy like leaning, or kicking out and getting off balance.
I'd imagine
you
that
won't
actually
fall.
helps quite a bit.
Well, your core, you're probably engaging your
core, your balance. Yep. I mean, it's muscle toning, your endurance.
And I think the more you like do that, like we've talked about this in the past, like that also helps with longevity in the mind, where like it like fights off dementia. Like if you lose balance on a regular basis, you're most likely going to lose memory too.
Well, Tony Robbins always talks about jumping on trampoline.
Yeah.
Like before.
Does he?
This is pretty much, he jumps on a trampoline, even on stage. He usually takes one on stage with him, and he jumps on a trampoline.
And honestly, you feel like a kid. It's a great way to, it's not easy, but it's like so fun that you forget how hard it is.
Yeah.
My class is only 30 minutes long. It's like enough, but we go perform now.
Yeah.
Like we're going to have a witch's paddle. So there'll be a bunch of people dressed as witches paddling down the lake this weekend. And we're performing. We're like the act that's performing.
We got to take this to Salem. It's Salem, Mass. We have to take this witch's paddle, like go full, like hardcore. This is where it happened. This is where the witches died for this.
It's a trip, the witch's paddle.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw something about like this witch cult that was like kind of crazy today on like one of the reels. I'm like, I don't even know how this showed up on my feeds. But
sure you don't.
Yeah. No, there was like,
you've been searching
this lady was talking about like, they had some guy, like dead guy, and they were eating him, this like satanic cult. And she was a witch, and like she was talking about like she freaked out and they tried to give her a drink and she wouldn't take it, and they just had this guy filleted open like in the middle of the house or whatever they were at. Yeah, they were like someone was eating the tongue, and
You watched it then.
I was like, this is kind of freaking crazy, because she was just talking about it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is, I don't know, it was somewhere in the UK. You could probably see someone doing it.
Speaking personally, that must have been freshly dead corpse.
Yeah.
You can't be chewing on somebody's tongue if it's been dead for more than 24 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It
was
freaky.
Say, oh yeah. It's like, no, don't say that.
Well, like animals won't eat dead. You know, you don't want to eat a.
If a vulture,
you don't want to eat a
dead
steak. You know, you don't want to eat a steak that's been left out.
Yeah, I'll go to Shiv Dinner Club if I want that.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll, you know, like that's the stuff that you get 50% off at the supermarket, you know. So
the day after.
Yeah. Well, in Hawaii, it's like their normal meat's pretty much like left out too long. It's already like turning
it's like
black.
dry aged.
Yeah.
You call it dry aged at that point.
Yeah. So what are some of the supplements that you recommend, or like your?
So I take a multivitamin every day. I take a fish oil.
Yeah.
CoQ10, calcium. Yeah. Magnesium.
On that point, do you consume any dairy?
Not a lot, a little bit, and like very little. Like sometimes I make a protein pizza, and so there will be dairy in the crust of that, but I don't do a lot of dairy.
I'm just asking, just so people understand your balance.
But
let's have her go through her daily routine.
My supplements. I'm trying to think. So those are the ones.
How about creatine? Any creatine?
Oh yeah, creatine every morning. So my morning drink with my workout is creatine, our pre-workout, and then electrolytes.
What's in your pre-workout? A little bit of crack. Last time I took pre-workout I was just like, oh my God.
It doesn't have the niacin in it. Mine doesn't have that tingle.
Usually it's the citrulline that gives you the tingle.
Okay.
I don't have that in there. I don't like that.
Yeah. And then it feels horrible. I'm like, when's this going to end so I can work out?
It's like itchy.
So what are your meals like throughout the day then?
So I can eat the same thing every day. I don't have to, but just easy for me. So I'll do like my breakfast. I told you guys what my breakfast was. And my lunch would be, my lunch and dinner are the same. Usually like a good carb. I work on like balance with everything. So good carbs, good fats, good protein. So I'll do a lean protein and then tons of veggies. Any kind of veggies I love.
What's good carbs? Because I have a hard time with good carbs.
Yeah. So I usually will recommend like quinoa, brown rice, black rice, jasmine rice, oats. So I'll do oats in the morning, sweet potatoes, butternut squash. Those are like my go-tos.
Pretty much like high glycemic index. Okay.
And then not bleached, right? So the jasmine rice we can get it. I do that a lot just because you can cook it so fast.
Yeah.
But those are like my go-tos. And then I love chicken and turkey. That's probably my biggest thing. Fish, I like fish, but it has to be fresh.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of leftovers, so I don't like cold fish. I will do that when I compete, and I kind of am over that. Yeah. And then dinner will be the same, and then I do my shake right before bed.
How much lighter are you in weight than you are now when you compete?
Honestly, I could do a show this weekend, so I'll stay the same.
That's what I could see. Would it be like mostly like sucking water weight?
The last two shows I didn't even cut water. I literally showed up and I actually ate a little bit more to be a little fuller.
That's what Rodney used to do.
There's so many different ways you can do it. The way I do it is like really odd and different.
But you're at your best because that's what you are every day.
Yeah. So for me, it's like lifestyle. So it's not anything crazy when I go do a show, and I just choose to have it that way. So I don't.
Do you feel weird that you're not here in a bikini?
No, but I love bikinis. I would have done it if I needed to. It's my most favorite thing ever.
You're naturally on screen with.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's why I think I love Lake Havasu. You can wear those everywhere.
Yeah, I had moved away from drinking milk, but then I'm like, as I give more and more milk to my kids, I'm like, why am I canceling dairy out when? And then I'm replacing it with like these protein powders, and I'm like, might as well drink the pure, like, you know, grass-fed milk. I think, you know, you're going to get the protein, the fats, And
you have the land.
Overall,
you should
it's
just
good.
buy some cows that can suck right from the udder.
You
No,
should.
that's the way I've thought about it. Now I'm like, I got to introduce milk because we used to drink tons of milk when we were
did
kids.
when we were
and we used
growing
to
up,
drink
yeah.
Oh, we were
gallons.
told like
Yeah.
like we could barely afford it, but like if you don't drink 3 glasses of milk,
We had it delivered.
Yeah.
You're gonna
So
die.
gross. And it was whole milk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's all I get for my kids, and I'm like, I started, putting in my coffee and drinking more of it. I'm using protein powders, which is similar stuff, but this is pure stuff. Lately. So yeah, and I don't have issues.
Helped out with the skin. I used to think like I have seborrheic
Peter Attia says
pretty
it doesn't.
bad,
You can't take enough to
and
help you out.
yeah, I have like my whole arm breaks out, like it's all over my chest, even my face. And anytime I consume a ton of dairy, like it breaks out like hardcore. But I've been taking the BPC like for about 4 weeks now, and like all my skins looked so much better. And
I told him for like 3 years to start taking it.
And I'm like,
he's finally
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, if I take BPC, but have some alcohol, it's definitely going to make me feel like crap. But I started, it's like the first time in honestly like 25 years where my skin's like gradually getting better every day.
So
not
that's it.
Yeah, not just like not getting worse, but getting better.
Because it's so anti-inflammatory. You don't flake as much, and like it pretty much gets rid of all the flaking and everything.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff in there's like antibacterial as well as anti-inflammatory. So I think overall it's like, no matter what these people say, it's like I've seen it with, my brother had allergies and he started taking it. He's like, I think I can go down on my allergy meds, and then like trying different things, like even methylene blue kind of energizes you, but also like gets rid of fungus, viral.
He's also had like,
I've been hearing about that one.
Yeah.
He's had crazy He stepped on a bunch of sea urchins in St. Martin and had an anaphylactic shock. And ever since then, he's been like hyper immune to everything, with like the point where like,
and I think
we thought it was mental for a while.
The place he was at in the Caribbean too, his apartment, he might have had Legionella in the air conditioner, because
maybe either way, he spent 3 years going like this.
Things, yeah.
Oh man.
We're like, dude, this is not like normal.
Well, I kicked him out of my house because he was living with me when he was in training. My wife's like, I can't do this. He would like, we would hear him across the house.
Oh, how sad.
Not even him. My other brother and I thought it was just like a psychological disorder. We're like, he actually doesn't have anything wrong. He's used to doing that so much.
Oh my gosh.
But he's finally getting it under control, which is nice.
But I think we've created a new supplement, and we're working with one of the influencers about bringing it out, and we're trialing it right now. And I think that's also like, along with the BPC, like changes in skin. Yep. I think it does improve skin, hair, and then also like sleep. I think I get like, no matter if I sleep 5 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours, it like, you get this like incredible deep sleep that I was hitting the 1 hour, but now it's like some nights I'm up to like 2 hours, and like it's totally changed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Resting heart rate during sleep?
2 hours of deep sleep.
Oh, okay.
And like, even if I'm sleeping 6 hours, I'm getting like 2 hours of deep recovery.
We'll be selling it shortly.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
That's cool.
Yeah. And it's, I combined a lot of things that I was already taking into, like, I was like, I don't want to take all this stuff, and like to hydrate ourselves too, and put it in 64 ounces of water. So you're drinking it throughout the day, or usually I finish it within like a couple hours in the morning, but it's got your multivitamins, it's got longevity stuff, it's got NMN, it's got whole bunch of all the essential aminos. And it's not like Athletic Greens that has a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
We have 130 ingredients, but none of them are actually to effective doses. These are like, almost everything's to effective doses. And as we make new additions. We're going to bring more stuff in there to full, like the creatine is underdosed in this, but like we're definitely going to work on increasing the amount of creatine in there, because I think like Dana Patrick was talking about, you know, like 5 grams of creatine is going to, that's going to feed your muscle. Your muscles usually eat up the creatine pretty fast, but it does cross the brain, blood-brain barrier.
5 grams. I was curious what you were
going
to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I aim for a day.
So if you're looking for the cognitive benefits, you're supposed to take more, like 10 grams. Your muscles are going to grab most of it, but then some of it will go to your brain.
Biceps. That's why I'm looking at her.
Yeah.
How much
so
do you take?
if I'm taking 5, you should be taking 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
For these biceps.
Yeah.
But you know what? On that note, I feel like it did help me when I started taking it.
Yeah.
Because that's newer for me.
Physically, mentally, or both?
Physically, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I took it, like when I was in like before getting into like 98, 2000.
In high school, you were taking creatine.
No, like high school, I was like trying to stay natural. And then like in college, I started doing like protein
natural,
and
lots of food.
Yeah. Well, like even in college, it was like just eating a ton. I did drink way too much, but then I started using supplements because my mom was so protective, like you couldn't touch anything.
Glutamine was one.
Yeah.
Nitrous.
Glutamine, glycine. I think the glycine's why you get such good rest with the supplement.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I took creatine a lot, but like it was, I was on and off it, and like for years people said like, oh, you're gonna have kidney failure, or you're gonna gain this water weight and lose all your. But like now it's like most people are like that's like something you got to have in your supplement stack.
I was nervous about the whole gaining because I was like, man, if I start putting my clients on this and they start gaining weight, these women, they're gonna jump off a bridge.
The main thing is if they're regimented, or if we're regimented, like this is what we're doing on a daily basis, and adding it onto that is additive. But like if I'm going to like just go and drink like half a liter of vodka, like it's probably not benefit. It might actually be beneficial to have some creatine, but like it's like what are you trying to gain from here? Like you're still like beating yourself up. Like if you're gonna optimize, let's optimize. And
don't you guys feel like it should be a daily thing, not just like once in a? I agree too.
Yeah, and at least 5 out of 7 days. Yeah, I personally think 5 out of 7 days minimum to actually get a benefit from anything like that. Yeah, like you said, Peter Attia is like, oh, supplements don't mean anything if you're not working out. Yeah, like. That makes you seem like you have to be training to have any benefits from supplements.
Well, even some of the physicians, they're like, oh, you don't need a multivitamin. It's all in your food. But look at people's diets. Like I eat pretty healthy, but like look at most people, they're not eating whole foods. It's usually processed. And even like you're buying non-organic foods or, non-grass-fed meats, you're not getting like the vitamins and minerals that you actually need. So you do need to supplement it. And it's gotten worse and worse as the soils have gotten worse and they don't have the nutrients that they used to. You could eat an apple and think it's good, but it's got glyphosate, it's got wax on it. It's, it's been on the shelf for 9 months.
And everything's genetically modified to grow bigger, like just appease
taste
people
different. Yeah. Like that's what's freaky. Like when you go to choose grapes and they're like Jolly Rancher grapes and like the different tastes, I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not buying that stuff.
Yeah.
So like we're watching the Chef's Table, like this from like years ago. It was like one of the first episodes, and it was like one of the guys that got the whole farm to table like thing going. It was just like people don't realize like it's from the farming, it's from how things are raised. Like oats are really good for you, but like the way oats are now, they are not. Yeah. And not just that, like you can taste the difference between what's good for you and what's not. Yeah. And that's like 60% of your diet are these like oats, wheat, like grains that come from the soil, but like you've just been like the industry's been trained to grow and feed you this stuff that you want, and like it's a negative cycle where like if you actually seek the better stuff, it tastes better, it's better for you, and you're just going to live a healthier life.
And knowing what, you know, like I think with fruits and stuff, you got to know what's in season too, and like don't get stuff that's out of season because it's like artificially grown or
unless you're in Costa Rica, then you can eat whatever any time of the year.
Yeah, because like one of the things I fight with my wife, she likes to go to AJ's. I'm like, AJ's is for like if you want like nice olive oil or like good cheese or something like that. But like for fruits and vegetables, like, yeah, they get some exotic fruits and stuff, but like a lot of their fruits and vegetables, their organic sections like this big and you don't have much to choose from. And I like Whole Foods because you have all these organic products. And like I chat GPT'd what like it means to be organic, and like they go through pretty extensive stuff. Like the farms have to be 3 years, the soil has to be, you know, certain type of soil and certain fertilizers and dirt. So I'm like, this is the reason that you need to just be organic, and no matter what, even though like there's 12, you know, like oranges, they don't get the glyphosate or pesticides, but like still, it's not going to be as nutritious if it's not organic. I bought a bunch of passion fruit from AJ's, and I didn't realize. Like I looked at the receipt, I paid $6 a passion fruit. Like each one serves like 1 tablespoon of fruit. Yeah, like their mangosteens, like $20. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm like. What are your favorite fruits? Yeah,
I like berries. Yeah. Blueberries are probably my favorite. Yeah, raspberries, blackberries.
Yeah, but those are like kind of like, and the problem with Whole Foods is, I don't think they do a good job at keeping fresh products on, because a lot of the stuff seems like it's already 7 days old and it's organic, and you get it. Sometimes it's already moldy, or like you take it
all the time.
You drive home.
You get one serving out of it.
Delivery, or you're talking about you?
No, I would never do like the pickup because I don't trust them with my produce. Yeah, like I'm like they already don't do a good job putting it on the shelf. Forget about someone actually putting it into bags for you.
So my daughter did it was like a science project for like 6th grade. She tested out like. Because we were like, okay, let's see how long these pesticides keep like these berries fresh. Don't refrigerate them, just keep them on the counter. And the funny thing is, like the stuff that's not refrigerated with pesticides, within like 2-3 days, went like just had fungus growing all over it. The organic stuff went like 7 to like 10 days without like growing any fungus on it.
Wow.
Which was, I was shocked because I was like, okay, if you're going to add chemicals, it's to make sure it stays fresh and like looks good, but it's like within like 3 to 4 days from the same store also. It just like,
it's usually the total opposite though.
I thought so too. Yeah. Like that one little experiment, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, well, Whole Foods is different. Like if you buy their organic and their non-organic, the non-organic, you can have it like 3 weeks later, and the organic stuff.
Try it out. Try it out recently. After that thing, I tested out one time. I'm telling you,
like sometimes I buy the non-organic blueberries and they could sit in the fridge like
forever.
The organic ones, like if you don't eat them within 5 days, they're
the raspberries, like I'll get like one day, and then I'm like, okay, they're moldy.
Yeah,
really I definitely get everything organic because I'm just like, there's no, all the benefits from actually eating this is like thrown out the window if I.
Well, don't you feel too that when you guys eat clean and organic, you feel fuller because you're getting the nutrients? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. It usually tastes better. But Whole Foods, like, you know, I don't know, their food goes bad, so you're like, it's really organic. But a lot of times the flavor's not that, but like you always got to look what's in season. If it's not in season, like, you know, it's not going to be good.
Going to eat a shit ton of squash now.
Yeah. It's pumpkin season.
Pumpkin spice latte. PSL, baby.
I like squash.
Oh, squash is great.
I personally hate fall, like flavors and stuff. Like my wife, daughter love it, but like pumpkin spice, squash, all that stuff. I don't know why. I've never liked it.
Yeah.
And
it's a weird flavor because I'm always like, oh, this stuff
sweet.
should be good. And like, I try it and I'm like, why did I get pumpkin spice? I'm like,
it's not very sweet. It is a different flavor.
It's almost like a bitter cinnamon or something. Right. Yeah.
Matters what you add to it.
So workouts, food, we discussed any form of biohacking you're into, cold plunges, red light therapy.
Oh, actually, like workout routine. What do you do for a workout routine? Like, let's say like on a 7-day basis, like how many days of resistance training, how many days of cardio, like how much time and how you divide that all up?
So I just like group fitness. I like to be around people. So I don't really have a structure where I have to get a certain amount, but it kind of like with my flow, it ends up being, I would say like 15, 20 minutes of cardio, typically like with the stairs, and the bounce class would be like 30 minutes of cardio. The resistance training, those are typically like 30-minute classes that we'll do, and I'll usually lead those. So sometimes it's banded, might be abs and booty, might be push-ups and squats and step-ups and maybe little dumbbells. Or if I take group classes, it would be like, they usually incorporate like a little bit of weight training. The gym though, the actual like gym, I don't really go to the gym and go lift ever.
Yeah. It's like high intensity.
Yeah, that's typically like, what I do.
Okay, keep the heart rate going the whole time.
Yep.
Get little light breaks in between.
And I do, like in Havasu, when I move out there permanently, I'll run a couple times on the beach. I just did a race, like a 10K scramble. So it was like an elevated hike with some rock climbing. I've never done anything like that. Yeah. So
it's like
I was
Hunger Games style.
No, not that intense. But so I was preparing for that, and I would run a mountain every Sunday. That's not my norm though to do that. But to train for that, I did that. So.
What's your on-off schedule? Do you take off days, or it's like, okay?
No, because because I'm coordinating the routine. Yeah. So I'll just, if I did legs, the next day I'll do upper body. Yeah.
No off
if I went
days?
to the gym, I'd probably have more of like a structure like that, but I feel like I'd just get a little bit of everything.
Do you take like no off days? Do you go every day?
I really don't take off days.
It's her business.
No, I know. No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
I sometimes when I get into it, don't go as hard, but I don't take off days, and I'm super competitive too. So it's like, if I'm in there by myself, and I always find someone that I want to like compete with silently.
Do you do any yoga or stretching?
Yeah. Okay. I do my stretching and rolling every morning, and then yoga I don't do as much as I should. I used to do it all the time, but I would say like maybe 3 times a month. I should do it once a week.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's
but that's probably what I need more than anything. Yeah.
So any form of biohacking or anything like red lights, plunges, or anything?
I have the leg sleeves, so I like to do those a lot. I have I don't think I've ever done red light. Yeah. I have cold plunge once. Yeah. Thankfully, they were closing and I had to get out right away, which I was not mad about.
How long did you do it for?
2 minutes.
Okay.
That was not my favorite.
Yeah.
Cryo, I've done that.
Yeah.
I actually did that when I was going through that nerve stuff. So I did that every day for a month. Okay. And people asked if it helped. I would say it helped because I think I left there numb. Yeah. And then as soon as it wore off, the pain came back.
I think that's like the cryotherapy, like without the cold plunge, I think it's totally different. And just like I was listening to that podcast, they were talking about the hot tubs for men, like, testicular function, and they were talking about IVF and like if you're in a hot tub, that's not good because overall temperature is raised. But if you're like in a sauna, that's dry air, so that heat doesn't convert just like the water heat does.
That defeats the heat.
So like, it's not as good to be like, you could be in a sauna. It won't affect like how your sperm functions as compared to if you're going to a hot tub 3-4 times a week. It's not good for you. So
I just heard something about the cold plunge, that women should not be as cold as the guys. So that's another thing. Like when you go and it's 34 degrees, they were saying women should be 50 for it to be effective.
Yeah.
But even for men, they say it doesn't need to be that cold.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Like
people
36.
are just like, I think it's just the competitiveness of it and push it.
Yeah.
And like how
you have
healthy it is, how long you do it for.
Yeah. It's like, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why I really haven't gotten too much into it. Every once in a while, if I have like aches and pains, I'll like, during the wintertime, I'll jump in my pool.
But I haven't actually do 4 push-ups.
If I really believed in it, I probably would have a tank at home, but it's not like an end all be all.
It's not my favorite. I don't like
definitely not my favorite. I did it. I've only done it a couple times. The first time I did it like at our gym, like went like 3 minutes, and then the next time some guy was next to me, and like right when I got out, he's like, "Oh, how long do you do this for?" I was like, "Oh, I just did it 6 minutes." So, "Oh, I only do this 3 minutes." Like, this is one of the coldest cold plunges. I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, I have no idea like what this temperature is compared to other cold plunge. He's like, "Yeah, this is a really cold plunge." So I asked him in the front, he's like, "Oh yeah, we keep it at like 35 degrees."
Yeah.
And I went there for like 6 minutes, and it felt like pins and needles all over my whole body. I was just like, "Oh, this actually feels so nuts," that I was just like, I kind of like that feeling. But I definitely looked like a weirdo because I got out and I was just like,
it does feel like pins and needles. And then they say not to get warm after, to just naturally. That's just not fun for me.
But you're supposed, like in like Finland and stuff, they're doing sauna, hot tub, back and forth. And like, some people are like, you shouldn't cold plunge before working out or like after working out, because you're trying to build, well, you could do it before, and like how much time between, because when you're trying to build muscle, you don't want to like kill your inflammatory process that your body's trying to build muscle, and you're gonna, you're not gonna gain muscle.
I know, like I just feel like I'm building muscle without cold plunge.
That
doing fine.
The first time I went in the cold plunge, because he was like, "Oh, just go in the hot tub before you go in the cold plunge, because you'll be able to tolerate it a little better." And I went in the sauna for like 10 minutes. Jumped in the cold plunge for 3 minutes, went back in the sauna for 10 minutes. And my resting heart rate that night on the sleep monitor thing was like in the high 50s. And I haven't been able to break like low 70s. So I'm usually like high 70s. And it went like 58 that night. And then like it gradually climbed up, like the residual effects. I can't like attribute it to like anything else I did. I didn't do anything else like out of the norm. So it was like 58, like 62, 67, and then back up into the 70s. And then I tried to repeat it. Even that time I spent like 5 minutes, 6 minutes in the cold plunge.
Yeah.
And my resting heart rate never dropped like that low, or never had that effect. And this last week, like I didn't do the cold plunge, but did like 15 minutes in the sauna, went and did a light like resistance workout, went back in the sauna 15 minutes, and heart rate dropped back to like the low 60s for like 2-3 days, and then started climbing back up.
So you're seeing benefits.
So, it also, like sauna, when I don't drink the night before, that drops my resting heart rate at least 10 beats a minute. And it's just like, okay, how much harm am I doing with like 1 drink, 2 drinks, 3 drinks, like this, like legit poison, like I'm ingesting, because that will have a 10 heartbeat like difference. And then like doing sauna, like calisthenics, like we'll drop another 5 to 10 points. I think that's anecdotal data from me.
If I eat a steak, my heart rate is up like in the 80s at rest. Like even if I eat it at 6 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night, it like never goes down until like later on in the night. It's like my body has such a hard time breaking down meat.
I do too.
I eat it anyways. It's like, you know, I can eat chicken, but like I love my steaks every once in a while. But I noticed I'm like, oh, my heart rate's up in the 80s. Like when I look at my data.
It's kind of crazy when like you're actually paying attention to this stuff and like your heart rate's in the 80s and you look at it and you're like, holy shit, I'm having a fucking heart attack right now. I got to get this shit under control.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
What else do you do to wind down? Any favorite vacation spots, meditation, things you do that people might not know you do?
Meditation's more in the morning. Honestly, I think I just go all day, that it's very easy for me to wind down.
Yeah.
You know, I have never tested the REM sleep, and I would be curious, but I could fall asleep standing up. Yeah. I mean, the second I get home and I'm done, I'll check all my emails and my social media again one more time, and I do a lot of follow-ups with my clients, and that's like super important. I have my little schedule that I do that, so I want to make sure that I get that done. And then the second I kick my feet up, I always have my shake right before I go to bed. That's like my favorite meal of the day, my protein shake.
So you have the shake right before you go to bed?
Yes, and I should wait an hour or two, but I don't because I'm so tired. So
they kind of say,
what do you have
like,
in your nighttime shake?
So it's ice and water and then powder. Yeah. So yeah, the protein powder, but I make it like really thick and eat it with a spoon like I'm eating ice cream. It's kind of like when someone has a glass of wine to wind down. Yeah. I go home, kick my shoes off, make my shake, sit on the couch, and
you
turn
train
something
yourself
stupid on.
that like that's it's time to
and it's honestly
out.
When everyone leaves, like if people are over, I wait. Like if everyone has a shake, I wait till they leave. It's like I'm done
Unless
for
it's
the day.
Person that talks a lot, then you're like, I'm gonna have this shake and pass out.
Then I'm like,
I'm
man,
done
you gotta
listening
go.
to you.
You just gotta go.
What's your go-to protein?
It's Herbalife. So it's a plant-based one that we have different ones. There's a whey-based one, and I like that for after a workout, but it doesn't, whey doesn't agree with me as well as the plant-based ones.
But you mix both. You have whey and you have.
So I'll do the whey after a workout. Yeah, different. And then I'll do the plant-based one right before bed.
Yeah. Yeah, because.
How much can you bench press?
You know what? I don't do chest press.
Joking
I don't do bench press.
Same thing about measuring your biceps.
Funny. I don't think I really lift that heavy when I go to the gym.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. In my young days I did, but nowadays it's like, you know, one of our friends is like, he's an anesthesiologist and he talks about like doing, what does he talk about? Like hit the correlate, yeah.
Oh
yeah. About like squat, like cleans, not squats, cleans.
Oh, but he's doing like legit weight, but it's still not like what he was when he was like powerlifting.
Yeah. But he does jujitsu. I guess he still kind of competes in some of that stuff. So you need some of that.
Yeah.
I have such a.
But I'm like, I don't want to ruin my joints.
Because I mostly do resistance bands.
Yeah.
And then like once or twice a week, I'll go to the gym and put up weights. And it's just for like maintenance. And I like visiting Rodmere, like he was doing curls with like one of the heavier Harambe belts.
Yeah.
And like the first night I was like, I can't. He's like, dude, it's just like a mental thing. You just got to get over that aspect. And I was like, okay, I can do 3 of those. So I've been going kind of heavy with that, but it's at home. Most of my workouts are like 20 to 40 minutes tops. 40 minutes for legs, 20 minutes anything upper body. And just like, I actually feel better and I don't have like the joint pains, but I do go to the gym, and anytime I'm at the gym, I'm tempted to do stupid shit. We're just like, oh,
Yeah.
let me go
try
see.
that.
Oh, this looks fucking heavy. Let me go see if I can incline press that. And I'm like, yeah, I could, but
Yeah.
I feel a pain.
I felt the same, like the joints and stuff when you start. I feel like we don't need to do that as we age.
I'm like, I don't play football anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not wrestling.
Not even that. Like even in
what do I need to do cleans for? Like
in undergrad, I would like
CrossFit.
In undergrad, I would put on like extra 25 pounds. Be like, oh, okay, this is like 275. Impress the girls at the gym. I'm like, nobody in here even knows how much weight is on this bar. Right? Who am I trying to impress? I'm just like throwing out my shoulder. Like I'm going to just suffocate.
I did CrossFit for a while and like, just having that competitive edge. It's like, like just trying to compete with younger people.
Yeah,
and like
same. And I was always sore. Yeah. And then they'd be like, well, modify. I'm like, CrossFit is not like a modifying type workout. No. I don't want to come here to modify CrossFit.
Oh, you have to perfect your form. This is what everybody told me. You need to just use good form. I'm like,
like snatches.
If you have a good coach, it makes a difference. But like when I came from New York to here, New York, I had good coaches that would warm up and they were careful with it. And I went at the late class, so it was like more of the older people than like whenever I went to the earlier classes competing with the younger people.
With scars. He had like these hypertrophic scars across his
they're all over my
stuff.
shins, but
it's like, you might not be doing the workout.
Yeah. They were more from like cleans because I'd keep the bar against my leg and just scrape it up and down. But like when I came here, it was like, it wasn't really like the coaches didn't really warm you up. They just told you to go run outside and then come back in, and then you started your workout. Over
what do you
there,
think
they
about
went
CrossFit?
Through the movements.
I did it for 5 years. I loved it. I loved the
short bursts. It was like 20 minutes. You got a great workout. It just felt good.
I like flipping.
But
I like flipping truck
I never
tires.
felt good. I mean, that kind of stuff's fun.
Yeah.
The endurance part of it I loved, and I learned a lot. So like when I would do a Spartan race or something, CrossFit came in handy.
Yeah.
Some of the funky stuff that you would do so I wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah.
But I always was sore. I just felt like I was always babying something. And so when I gave it up, I was sad because I'm like, man, it was part of I did it 5 days a week. But I'll tell you what, I'm like,
I'm
never going back because I feel so much better.
Wrist pains and then tendonitis almost in like all my fingers, and I'm like, I'm a surgeon. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, I just think it's cool, but it was time for me to. But you think I could beat you in arm wrestling? Probably, huh?
Yeah, probably.
I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't repeat that.
He's weak.
That's why I asked you about the measurements and how much you bench press. I want to gauge you up before I challenge you to an arm. That's why I didn't follow that up with the third question. Would be like, let's arm wrestle.
Yeah.
How about the slapping competition?
Oh no.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know how that became an actual sport.
Rodman started that. So our neurosurgery brother would. I think it was some of his wrestling teammates in Boston. He'd just like come up, like we'd be drinking and just smack you in the face, punch you, slap you, one or the other, and be like, all right, smack you in the face competition. You either say, okay, you got me, you win, or you try to hit them harder and have them give up, and it just goes back and forth. So it never end up in a good place. So we just end up like, that's some of the hardest times I've been hit in the face.
Yeah, that does not sound fun.
Because I'm not going to give up. Like, I'm not going to go out like no punk bitch. Like, I just took that punch to the face and I'm not out. So I'm going to try to hit you hard enough to make you quit.
I just don't know.
Is that
like
what you were talking about?
Yeah, well, sort of. But I don't know. I don't know in the age of TBIs how like the slapping competition.
Dude, one time he hit me in the jaw. I was just like, holy shit, I don't know how my jaw didn't fucking break. And where it's just like, it was Jeremy, like one of our family friends, and 3 of us, and we're just going back and forth doing this. So it's not like putting on a show for anybody. Or just like, I remember just like sitting there with like the room spinning around like, holy shit. Like, and it literally, when he punched me, I was like, that sounded like a freaking twig snapped. I'm like,
But how are these guys practicing? I wonder how they practice. The slapping competitions that you see.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that. Do you want to start training for it?
It's an actual thing.
Yeah, like
go
slapping competitions.
It wasn't just something you did with your friends.
No.
Oh, this was before the slapping thing was a competition.
Now it's a thing. I'm like, just
we
like
were the predecessor idiots to this.
I didn't know, like, and
we
they
were
have
training
bare knuckle fighting. That like, I was like at my barber, and I'm like, this shit's real. They're like bare knuckle, like, and it wouldn't last that long, and there's blood everywhere. Both like everyone's like just cut up. I'm like, that's just barbaric. I'm like, I don't know how they allow this stuff to happen.
No, more like you were like, that's barbaric. I think I can be good at it.
Yeah. Well, I did it for a little bit. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm so above this. Yeah. It's like, no.
But I was a wrestler. I was more of a wrestler than like, a boxer. But yeah. Didn't take too many hits to the head.
Wow. Thank God. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't take too many hits to the head. That's one thing I'm grateful for. You got to protect your dome piece.
Yeah.
Look at her face. She's like, I can't believe I'm talking.
Look at Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis took too many shots to the head. Now he's like, it's kind of sad. He's like, withering away.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, he's got like he's got frontal lobe dementia. He's like, and it's like late stages. He doesn't remember what he did or anything.
Is Michael J. Fox still alive?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox is doing fine. He's got Parkinson's.
He's doing better than Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should see. Bruce Willis is like, he looks like he's 90.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It showed up. It was like Demi Moore was there with their kids and stuff. And like, yeah, it's really like I didn't even know, and it went pretty quick. He went pretty quick. He went. I think he got diagnosed in 2022 or 23. But it's like he's like right down the drain.
That's when I tip my hat and say, "Yippee-ki-yay!"
He should go and get stem cells to the brain.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, just do crack. Like, who knows? Like, what's the fountain of youth at that point?
Well, I don't know. I think that the whole stem cell, ultrasound guided stem cell treatments.
What do you think about stem cells mixed with crack? Would that speed up stem cell intake?
It would kill off the stem cells, I think.
Can stem cells do anything for neuropathy?
Yeah, like if it matters where you're injecting and stuff.
What do you mean neuropathy and what?
My dad has it in his feet.
Okay. Diabetes?
Mm-mm.
Just
what was this
from old age?
Probably old age. He's 78.
Does he have lower back problems or?
I don't think so.
He's honestly not on any medication. I honestly don't think it would be like it's helpful. Low risk and potential benefit. So even if there's a placebo effect, even if it doesn't affect it itself, like it's worth trying because the risk is like so low.
Yeah.
Like the biggest.
He leads a walk club. And so I'd go, Dad, because he's always looking down. I go, what are you doing? Like your posture. He's like, I can't feel my feet. So I have to like look down when I walk.
Oh, have him try like peptide wise, like CJC Apomorelin is really good at regenerating some of the nerves and stuff. And, just like growth hormone, if you have like real bad traumatic brain injury or any sort of nerve injury.
Period. Growth hormone. CJC.
Not longevity. You can't call it longevity.
True.
Because growth hormone is going to reverse. You're going to age like quicker if you're getting more growth hormone. You're not going to live as long.
But as you age, you have less and less growth hormone.
Yeah. But if you're kind of speeding up aging with growth hormone because you're growing faster. So that's why like all these like bodybuilders and stuff that take growth hormone all their life, they get cardiomyopathy and they die.
I thought it's because they're like kind of super dosing it.
Yeah, but you like it's not growth hormone isn't even like microdosing it. It's not a longevity medicine. You're gonna it's been shown in studies. You're gonna take years off your life.
Okay,
but you're gonna live a better quality life. but you won't live as long.
Shorter.
Yeah, it will be shorter.
I was picturing like some way to reverse
but if you have like
Jack with.
But if you have some nerve injuries or brainstem injury, like if you take growth hormone, that, you know, you could regain some of that function back because of, and you got to pretty quickly take it. So it helps that. And like, you know, CJC apomorphin kind of causes you to increase how much you release. And, you know, a lot of my friends, you know, they've had back surgeries and stuff that I've prescribed it to them, and like they continue to have pain after surgery. But once they started to get on CJC apomorphin, all that went away. And for me too, like I had cervical disc herniations, and like I had neuropathies in both in my right, like fourth and fifth fingers, and that all went away. Like even pains and stuff, like it kind of went away. So, yeah, like some of the growth hormone releasing peptides, especially if it's not diabetes or like some people have like, and even with those, it could help too.
And
some
he
people
could potentially hit 71 home runs for the Giants.
So
nice.
Yeah, some of the like CJC apomorphin, it works pretty well. Like the growth hormone releasing peptides. That's what I would suggest.
I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Cool.